So my first date was horrible. If you want to hear more about that though, wait till the end, but for now, I wanted to give you some ideas and some outfit inspirations to what could potentially be your first date, maybe even your second date, so it could just go better than what I went through. Let's be completely honest, you're not going to go thrifting on the first date unless you both really enjoy it, but if you do go, I would recommend wearing something casual and laid back, but also kind of dressy, which is why I wore a skirt with an oversized shirt. You're probably gonna have to stand and walk around a lot, so don't wear heels and don't wear anything you're too uncomfortable with or fancy because you're gonna end up with some side eyes. I would definitely recommend going on a date to a thrift store though, because it really shows you their level of patience and their personal style, as well as their level of attention to detail, which are things that are really important in a relationship. Originally, I was gonna recommend a plant nursery or somewhere where you could buy a lot of plants, but I didn't know if the city I lived in for the past 14 years had one, so I went over to the Home Depot instead. At first, I had no clue what to do.
Stop it. Get some help.
But then I got comfortable. Look at all my hose. And here we see where they used to carry dead bodies. As we see, we have a wide selection of wheelbarrows. My favorite one is the black, it hides the blood. Anyway, very beautiful barrels that you can put soil into and grow plants in. It's really fascinating what you could do with just some pieces of wood. See these beautiful, extraordinary plants in their natural habitat of beautiful soil. Look at the richness. For $6.98 you can buy a gallon of Smart Planet. Now, what is Smart Planet? We do not know. Oh my god. If you put this tiny little bit in water, it'll grow some roots, but I'm pretty sure there's insects on it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of insects on it.
What was the point of that? Like, what did I seriously accomplish?
This one, my favorite. Dead on the inside, but on the outside it's still thriving, it's still hanging on. Just like me at high school. I wasn't about to actually go get coffee because I haven't slept well in a while, but I thought this little top big pants combo was just really casual and comfortable, especially for getting some coffee and walking around a bit, which is obviously what I hope to do on my first date with this guy. I realized that sounded like I was about to go on a date with someone. I'm not. I feel like this is one of those ideas that's fun in theory, but when you actually get to it, it's kind of boring because of how different your taste in literature really is. For example, he likes romance novels and you like comics and you just can't really find a middle ground. But you're gonna look really good pretending like you're reading a few pages and getting your hardcover books, ladies. It's a dark academia-inspired outfit of just really an oversized blazer that could pass as a mini dress and a basic black turtleneck with a random plaid green skirt that I found in the bottom of my closet. Honestly, I have so many more outfit ideas and date ideas that I couldn't fit them all into this one video, so if you want more, let your girl know. But let's get into the tea, the spiciness. There's a reason why he didn't get a second date. So this was senior year of high school, which was literally like 2 years ago. Back then, I had a free 6th period, 5th period, I was the teacher assistant, and he had a free 4th period, but it didn't really matter because we got out at 12:45 because we had a testing schedule that day. So I didn't tell my mom.
Honestly, looking back, that was the dumbest thing I could have ever done. Always tell someone you're going on a date with someone because you do not know if they're going to be axe murderers or not. Thankfully, this guy wasn't, but tell someone, please.
We met up at his car and he just drove to 7-Eleven. I was scared the whole time because he was driving with one hand and I was just like, I'm gonna die. We listened to Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and we just kind of talked about indie music, and then when we got there, he didn't open the door for me. I'm just kidding, that's not a deal breaker, but when I did open the door myself and like we got out, I was wearing Docs and I'm 5'9", he was 5'8", and for some reason, like 5'9" girls and 5'8" guys, like if you actually know, you know, but there's like such a prominent difference for some reason. I don't even know why, but we look like giants for some reason. But anyway, I was wearing Docs too, so it made me look even taller, and then he made a joke about saying like, oh, I'm glad I'm not insecure about my height, and I was like, yeah. And then looking back now, he was probably insecure. Like, why would he say it if he wasn't? Anyway, we just literally got to In-N-Out in the worst part of town. There was literally like a Motel 6 behind us, and we even had like talked about it. But it was the first time I had a cheeseburger. I think it was a cheeseburger. Yes, it was the first time I had a cheeseburger. Honestly, overrated. The whole time he was just kind of talking about himself, his past relationship. He mentioned a few of his psychotic exes, which should have been like my 5th flag, but anyway. After that, I realized I didn't really like him, and I was like, ooh, I can't ghost this guy. So I just didn't really approach him ever again. But I don't know, like, it was the whole fact that it was just him talking about himself kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and now I'm just like, you know what, if I'm gonna go date someone, I'm gonna do it in a public area. Honestly, that was a whole roller coaster. I had to refilm so many of that I don't even remember if I got the whole story through, but hopefully you liked some of these outfits or cringed at my first experience. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you want more, subscribe and let your girl know.